Shobit. In our first video, we talk about why hardware security is so vital today, protecting our devices even when software fails. Today, we are diving into one of the most fundamental hidden security features inside real chips, the eFuse. Think of it as an unchangeable lock attached directly into the silicon. An eFuse, short for electrical fuse, is a tiny one-time programmable link made of polysilicon or metal, embedded right into the chip's circuitry. Unlike a regular fuse that blows to break a circuit when there is an overload, an eFuse is deliberately blown or programmed during or after manufacturing to store information. The magic happens when carefully controlled high current pulse is directly applied to this tiny link. This pulse causes the material to migrate, effectively increasing its resistance to an extremely high level, permanently blowing it. Once blown, it cannot be reversed or reset. It's a permanent physical change. This one-time programmable nature is what makes eFuse valuable for security, configuration, and feature locking. Manufacturers can use eFuse to permanently enable or disable certain features, or to lock down debug interface like JTAG once the device leaves the factory. Unique device ID and keys. Every chip have a unique identifier or cryptographic key stored in eFuse, making each chip distinct and traceable. This key can be burnt in at the factory and never changed. Secure boot and lifecycle management. eFuse can store bits that dictate the device security state. For example, whether it should boot only, signed in firmware, or if it is an development versus production mode. Once moved to production, that eFuse can prevent rollback to insecure firmware. While incredibly robust, even eFuse are not entirely immune to extreme physical attacks, where sophisticated lab might attempt to image or even reconstruct their state. However, such attacks are extremely costly and require specialized equipment, making them impractical for most adversaries. They often employ additional layer of protections like tamper detection to make even these attacks harder. So, eFuses are a fantastic example of hardware security, small, permanent, and incredibly powerful for establishing trust from the very first transistor. Next time, we will peel back another layer of silicon security and explore the dedicated hardware powerhouses known as cryptographic engines. You would not believe how much faster and more secure they make encryption. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.